Okay, in this video, we're going to be talking about compound interest. Albert Einstein coined compound interest as one of the 8 wonders of the world. He basically called it magic because of the way it works. Compound interest, if you completely understand, can change the trajectory of your life completely. From wherever you are currently in position A, you will be in a totally different position a year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years from now if you do not screw up this imperative process of compound interest. Now, what is compound interest? In simple layman terms, compound interest is the interest on interest that you earn over time. It is the interest on your principal and the accumulated interest on interest that you earn over time. As you can see in this beautifully written diagram, the x-axis represents time, and on the y-axis, we have the deposits that you make every single day in whatever activity that you may be focusing on, whether it be wealth, health, some of you optimize for happiness, love, whatever it may be. On this line right here, right? We have health and wealth just to make things simple, okay? If you are a fat person, a lazy person, you know that you should be in the gym. It doesn't start, you don't magically have a great body on day 3 of going to the gym. Think about how many years, the accumulated years, the decades, the months, the years that you have of treating your body like garbage, all the garbage you've been putting into your system, all the cardio, all the healthy things that you weren't doing, all the bad food that you were intaking, and you expect to change this. You've been doing this, you've just been doing it on the opposite spectrum. You believe you're going to fix this in day 3. No, that is not how it works. You've accumulated bad days. This chart represents our good days because that's the context we're going to use it in. But you've been accumulating bad days by eating bad things, by doing the incorrect things that oppose healthy living. That's what you've been doing. You've been, over time, treating your body like trash, and now you look like a fat slob. Okay. How does one change himself or herself over time? Well, that starts by depositing good days, depositing days at the gym, days where you're walking, you're running, whatever it may be. First, identify in what category that you are trying to target. Whether it may be, like I said, health, wealth, finance, whatever, love, whatever it may be, getting into a relationship, and getting into a good relationship first, you can only first work on these things, perfect these things, and automatically you'll attract that person that's on the same path towards you. If you're on this path, you're going to attract somebody on this path likewise like you. That being said, for our example in this video, we're going to use health, right? So we start off right here in day 1. In day 1, we've never been to the gym ever before. We don't know what the machines do. We don't know what a machine is. We don't know what weights we can adjust to. We know nothing. Essentially, you're conducting a science experiment on your own body for you to improve in health, right? You want to look better. You want to feel better. You want to optimize for a better life. That starts by, very obviously, going to the gym. That is now step 1. The first step of a long process. Get to the gym. As soon as you're at the gym, you're not going to be benching 250 pounds. You're not going to be deadlifting 300 pounds. And that is okay. Because there will come a day, there will come a point in your lifetime where you're able to achieve the goals that you have set out, right? Now you're at the gym, you test out all the machinery, you know what the barbell curls are for, you know what muscles it hits, you know what the bench press, what muscles it hits, you know what doing push-ups does for you, you know how many you can do in a row, and you set these personal records for you by logging all of these things into your FitnessPal app, right? You log in and you track down what you can do, what your personal records are for that day. Likewise, you can only get better at something if it's measured. What gets measured gets tracked. What gets measured gets improved. Now, this is a universal principle and a concept that applies not only in business, but in life universally. Now, if you're going to the gym, you must track what you're eating. You must track the amount of calories that you're putting into your body. You must track your weight today, tomorrow, the day after, next week. You must adhere to a strict regimen in order for you to see any type of long-lasting process. Now, by approaching this vehicle of compound interest, you're making a promise that you are about to strictly follow a regimen. This tests your regimen because one bad day, a bad week, a bad month ruins this process of compound interest. For example, if you have $1,000 in the bank and your money is growing at 2%, 3% a month, whatever it may be, you automatically remove $500 because of some miscellaneous expense you had. You've just corroded. You've just cut in who knows what the amount of time for you to save $1 million. You've just cut down your amount, your capital amount by half. This is something that greatly affects compound interest, the returns on compound interest. You have to understand that this deposit, the deposits you're making here, these are the deposits. They grow over time. If you remove, for example, if you remove this one right here, you automatically affect what is going to happen in the future. You automatically affect all these great progresses that are coming thereafter. You now grow. Now, if I remove this ball out of the equation, you now grow at a slower pace. You're not gonna be hitting this guy or this guy or this guy or this guy over here in this time's fashion. You're not, because you've ruined the process, the growth of compound interest. The beauty of compound interest is that it does its own thing if you stick to a proper regimen over time. By the time of year 10, you have $1 million in your bank account. You don't understand how it got there. You followed a strict regimen, a clear defined plan. You know exactly how much your money is growing. You add to it every month by a certain percentage of your income. You watch it grow. You don't touch it, right? You don't touch it, because as soon as you touch it, as soon as you stop tracking your meals, as soon as you stop weighing yourself, as soon as you stop doing the things that are needed for you to continue this train of compound interest, you've just corroded the entire train. That is why it is so hard for anybody to even follow this eighth wonder of the world, which Albert Einstein coined, compound interest. If followed, it can produce tremendous, extraordinary returns. But the problem is, we live in an age where we want things like this. We want things super fast. We want things super quick, that we're not going to get it. That we just corrode the process of compound interest. You may be over here and then you quit. You may be right here and then you quit. And then you wonder why you didn't get to this. And then you restart from back again. You may be over here, you're going to get to the next level, and then you quit, and then you start back here again. The problem is people quit. You guys want things instantaneously, which is not going to happen. Understand, adopt the slow, gradual process of compound interest. Like I said, if you're going to the gym, what are you going to be doing? You're going to be tracking your weight. You're going to be putting it into MyFitnessPal. You're going to be seeing what type of each food, how much calories it takes. You're going to change up your diet. No more donuts. No more sugary drinks. And over time, ladies and gentlemen, what you're going to see is that your body slowly morphs into this ideal that you have for yourself. It slowly morphs into this version that you want it to be. After year 2, you see some changes. After year 3, you're building more muscle. Year 4, you're doing the same. And then at year 5, you're now a social media influencer posting fitness content on social media. Who knows, right? This paradigm works universally across all aspects, all industries, all segments of our life. Health, wealth, whatever it may be. Compound interest must be understood in its full capacity for you to achieve anything monumental, anything extraordinary in life. You have to compound the days, so to say. Day 1, day 2, day 3, and so on. Make sure that whatever this world is very good at pulling you away from your goals, pulling you away from your ambitions, pulling you away from your ideals, and you cannot let that happen. If you have stuck to a regimen, a plan, and said, hey, by year 5, I'm going to get over here, whatever along this timeline threatens the survival of your compounding interest machine must be removed, must be ignored, must be put aside. Go to the gym on your birthday. Go when it's a family event. Go when you're not supposed to. Do the things that are required for you to actually enjoy the returns of compound interest. This is something you must understand universally if you want to achieve anything substantial, anything great in life. This is all you need. This is the secret formula to success. Compounding interest is the secret to any endeavor that you want to you want to pursue in life, whether it's starting a business, making $1 million, making 10 million, 100 million, start hopping on the train of compound interest. And over time, as you can see by this diagram, over time, you compound your skills, you compound your lessons, you compound your failures, you compound everything that is needed. And then eventually, you reach your goals. That is the beauty of compound interest.